be throwing rocks and hiding their hand, right? They be throwing rocks and hiding their hand. And I don't like them kind of individuals.
A sucker's a nigga pick who he be fight with.
Right.
Like if you sitting and you go, oh, I'm not going because this. Yeah, I think I can take it.
Way we extorting people. Ain't no money in that. Real nigga ain't gonna have that no way. You know, check in for what? I mean, I don't want to impose or force.
Welcome back to Star Watch. Big love to everyone who's been rocking with us. If you haven't already, smash that subscribe button so you never miss the heat we drop. Now let's get into it, because things just got wild.
What's a sucker to me? A sucker's a pick who he be fight with.
Right.
Like if you sitting and you go, oh, I'm not going because this.
I won't fuck with him, but I'll fuck with this one.
Yeah, I think I can take him.
Right.
You want to fight the nigga you think you can beat.
And I called Jay Prince in the
50 Cent is putting Jay Prince on full blast after Jay allegedly tried to push him out of Houston. Yeah, you heard that right.
Yeah.
Jay Prince tried to flex, but 50 ain't the one to mess with.
They embraced me.
50 is
like,
coming
I got
hard.
out there, they showed me a lot of love. But Shreveport had the infrastructure already here, like even the tax incentive.
He's calling Jay out for some next level shady moves, talking about extortion, secret plays, and a whole lot of behind the scenes drama. Word is, Jay's been sending folks to mess with 50's business, trying to shake things up. But 50, he clapped back instantly, already clowning Jay on Instagram and even daring him to pull up if he's really about that life. And get this, 50's claiming he's got receipts that could wreck Jay's whole empire. It's getting real messy, but don't get it twisted. Jay Prince still runs heavy in Houston. He's got folks ready to ride for him at any moment.
To the city of Houston, but he didn't just come here to live. He has been helping out on so many causes in this city. And especially, he has been in our high schools, turning our high school students into entrepreneurs with his Unity Camp program. I've seen him firsthand. This city has been elevated because of his presence. And so today we have the honor of saying to him, he's our 2022 Grand Marshal. Give it up to Curtis 50 Jackson. Now before I call on him to speak, let me present you first a key to the city of Houston. Anywhere you go, 550 buildings, use the key, the door will swing wide open.
So yeah, 50 better keep his head on a swivel. 2 powerhouses, 1 dirty war. Let's break down the madness because it's looking like extortion season is in full swing. 50 Cent has been pressing Jay Prince's neck for years. Their beef ain't new. It's always been tense, borderline dangerous, and now it's bubbling over.
Maybe we need to change the word for the youngsters. The checking in part, you know, is they seem to get hung up on that word checking in.
Yeah.
So if we could diversify that word and bring it up to a 2021 thing.
Right. What's the word, OG? What's the word?
Maybe we may want to tell them they need to get connected.
50 never respected Jay Prince's whole check-in game. He made it clear he's not bowing down to anybody. Meanwhile, Jay Prince still walks like he's the king of Houston. For a while, their drama stayed long distance, 50 repping hard in New York, and Jay running things in H-Town. They weren't crossing paths, so things stayed chill until now.
Don't turn me down. What you said? Don't turn me down. What you on, folks? Don't turn you down. Yeah, man. What you on, folks? What you mean what I'm on? What you on, man? What the deal there? What up? What up? You want to buy your shit back or what? You ain't get... You flunked out. I'm trying to see where you at. You dumb. What you got? $20 out of car? Nah, nigga. You know what we got. Nigga, stop at that cap. Man. You capping, bro. They gonna believe anything. You want me to start my car? I just took a picture in the same car today with my little boy. You bitch ass niggas on this bitch like y'all stole something. I'm gonna catch you.
Everything flipped the moment 50 brought the smoke straight to Jay Prince's backyard. He didn't just visit Houston, he moved his entire empire there. The first clue? A slick tweet where 50 said, "I love New York, but I live in Houston now."
The little homie YoungBoy place got broke into. People went in his place, disrespected different things, and I got a call about it. And the little homies that went into this place want to make that right because they understand that you know what I mean, YoungBoy family is okay with me. And as you can see, homie, to make a long story short, I got your keys to your Rolls Royce, I got your keys to your McLaren, you know, all that shit that they took, and the homie, Shakur, what you got, homie?
You got your Rolls Royce umbrellas, you got your keys, you got a bunch of other shit, so get in contact with us, bro. Get your shit back.
I'll explain later. And yeah, one reason was taxes. He'd been fuming about New York's 62% tax hike, claiming it was crushing his business. You know how big bosses hate Uncle Sam dipping too deep in their pockets, right? But that wasn't the only motive. 50 also wanted a piece of Houston's hip-hop pie.
Hey, I don't want no friends, I don't want no new relationships. All that pussy, I don't respect none of that, man. If you got something for me, man, they got plenty of around me you could call. Man, nigga, it's plenty ways you could get in touch with me. Man, don't get on no internet and do nothing publicly. Don't do nothing dealing with no publicity, none of that pussy. And I'm good on them keys, gangster. When you buy shit cash, two keys come with the car anyway. Man,
That city's been a major player in rap, trap, and culture. And 50 saw gold in getting plugged into the scene. He's always had an eye for what's hot. And Houston was looking real profitable. And don't forget his liquor hustle. 50's Branson Cognac was getting serious shelf space in H-Town. Remember when he was pulling up to every liquor store showing off those bottles?
You're dealing with older people. They're the last to know that things have changed. We not your little niggas. Like, the way you talking, I don't get what you mean. We're not your little niggas. Like, for real. All that big homie stuff, that's for little niggas. Little niggas have big homies. We're not little niggas, so we don't even respect big homies. I know Killer doesn't, and for me, I never respected niggas in the streets. That's why I always got the problems I got. Niggas would tell me, Mace, chill. No, chill for what? Who is this nigga? That's how I feel listening to this, man. Like, I want to respect you, but I can't. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if I got a little, like the dudes that raised me, if I was out of pocket, they would tell me I'm out of pocket. They wouldn't let me put them on a crash out mission. They would say, yo, Mace, listen. Mm-hmm. Around here, we don't send niggas to do nothing for us. We don't pay niggas to handle our problems. Mm-hmm. You got to put in your own work around here, Lord, man. That's what you were supposed to tell them. You can't go out here and talk crazy and then send me on a mission. Mm-hmm. Nah, this is where the game got messed up. When young niggas started sending old niggas out, and just because this little ignorant nigga got a few dollars, he make all of you that's supposed to be real run after his mission. Mm. This is a problem, Jay Prince. And I'm going to tell you like this. If you're 60 years old and you trying to be a street nigga, you failed. You failed. I'm telling you this. And I stand, my name is Mace. I stand by this message.
Some folks think he saw a market booming and wanted to keep things close so he could lock it down fast. But Jay Prince, he didn't take this as a friendly business move. Not at all. He felt like 50 was stepping into his lane, disrespecting his turf, and acting like Houston was up for grabs. Jay didn't like that, not one bit. And that's when the tension really started to boil. So check this out. Allegedly, Jay Prince tried to strong-arm 50 Cent into checking in when he touched down in Houston. Word is, Jay sent his crew to press 50.
Nothing should have happened. What do you say to that?
What I would say to that is, you know, I have a track record, man, and the Prince family have a track record of 30 plus years of, you know what I mean, honoring and loving on our guests and being with our guests, and no shit like this never happened. But here's the thing, and this is what people don't understand. We ain't never had nobody to attack us. If you know what I mean. You know, when a man attack a situation with a weapon, then, you know, it become a playing field where, you know, any and everything goes. So that's what we're dealing with right here, and that's the root of this situation.
When Mike and Junior was walking by, he actually went in the restroom to wash blood off his hand where he had reached up on the takeoff. He had to pick him up and his fingers went in it. You know, I blood.
Trying to force him to cough up some bands just to operate in the city. But 50? He wasn't having it. He shut that down quick, letting Jay know he rolls with his own security, and he ain't paying nobody just to move around. That move only made Jay Prince even hotter. People in the street started whispering that Jay tried to set up a no-fly zone for 50 in Houston, basically telling him not to move freely through the city. But again, 50 wasn't scared. He made it crystal clear he don't play those games. And here's the wild part. 50 wasn't laying low or trying to avoid conflict. Nah, he was outside handling his biz, making real moves and giving back to the community too. He was even planning to build a $20 million film studio in H-Town for his G-Unit film and TV empire.
Believe people play with people intelligence the way they play with people intelligence and intellect. You know, the way they do today. You know, people are telling lies for a living. You know what I mean? They actually lying to y'all for a living, but...
Big plans, big money. But then boom, 50 switched it up. He scrapped that Houston studio project and moved it all to Shreveport, Louisiana. That sudden shift got people talking, real loud. Like maybe things behind the scenes weren't so smooth after all. And despite all the drama, Houston still showed 50 major love. In 2022, just a year after he moved there, Mayor Sylvester Turner honored him with a key to the city and gave him his own day. That's right. November 24th is officially 50 Cent Day in Houston. The honor went down during the Thanksgiving Day parade, and the energy was crazy. The mayor was hyped, calling 50 one of the most impactful figures in the city. A businessman, a rapper, a philanthropist who helped high schoolers level up through his G-Unity program, turning teens into young entrepreneurs. The crowd? Loving it. They embraced 50 like one of their own, and in return, 50 gave it right back during his speech. It was a moment. Power, respect, and recognition all rolled into one. While 50 Cent was out here getting keys to the city and love from the people, Jay Prince was allegedly somewhere grinding his teeth and punching walls, watching 50 rise up as the new top dog in his city. But let's keep it real. The facts speak for themselves. It ain't hard to see why Houston rolled out the red carpet for 50, while Jay started getting treated more like a street legend pushed to the sidelines. Since 50 touched down in H-Town, he's been putting real money into the community and backing major programs through his G-Unit Foundation. Just look at what he's done. He launched the G-Unity Business Lab, an educational program built to teach high school students how to become entrepreneurs. That move alone set him apart as someone trying to build futures, not fear. And 50 didn't stop there. He embedded himself deep in Houston's sports and entertainment scene. His Sire Spirits brand locked in partnerships with the Rockets, Astros, and Texans. Then there was the first ever Houston Tycoon Comedy and Music Festival in 2022. Straight fire. Same year, 50 teamed up with the Rockets to hand out 1,000 free turkeys for Thanksgiving. And in 2023, he dropped a massive $850,000 worth of toys at a holiday giveaway, helping the citywide club hit their goal of 100,000 toys for local kids. And in 2024, 50 stepped it up again. He raised $500,000 for the Houston Children's Charity, auctioned off 2 giant bottles of his exclusive Le Chemin du Roi champagne, and helped that gala event bring in $6 million total. That's a record-breaking number. So yeah, it's no surprise who the city's really backing now. 50 didn't just show up. He took over with cash, class, and community impact. Let's keep it real. 50 Cent's impact in Houston is undeniable. The city embraced him like one of their own, and he's been pouring into the community ever since. But then there's Jay Prince and his so-called mob ties crew. Man, where do we even start? Instead of building up opportunities for the city, Jay's been accused of building a reputation on intimidation. Rather than opening doors, folks say he's been slamming them shut unless artists go through him first. After crowning himself the king of H-Town, Jay made it his mission to protect any artist trying to work in the city, so they wouldn't get robbed. Sounds noble, right? Not so fast. Turns out that protection is just a front. Many believe it's part of a slick extortion setup. See, Jay and his crew allegedly run a system called checking in. Basically, if an artist pulls up in Houston, they're expected to go see Jay, pay their respects, and drop a serious bag. And it's not just a friendly visit, it's pay to play. Jay claims the money guarantees their safety, and that if something gets snatched, chains, cash, whatever, his team can get it back. But here's the kicker. The artists don't really get to choose. If they don't pay because they already got their own security, things can go left real quick. Just ask NBA YoungBoy. When he came to Houston and didn't check in, it backfired hard. He was there on business, but while he was out, 2 goons broke into his spot. They ran off with chains, cash, and even the keys to his whips. Then get this, they had the nerve to hit him up, asking for $30,000 to return his stuff, but YB wasn't buying it. He clapped back, told them he wasn't scared, and that they were just acting like some foolish kids trying to play tough. This check-in game ain't no urban myth. It's a dangerous trap that's left more than a few artists scrambling. And with 50 now in town refusing to bow to it, the tension is thick. Then boom, out of nowhere, J Prince jumped into the mix. He tagged NBA YoungBoy in an IG video, claiming the robbers had brought the stolen items straight to him like he was some kind of middleman. Jay told YB to hit him up if he wanted his stuff back. Real smooth, right? But YB wasn't fooled for a second. He fired back hard, telling J Prince to keep that fake kindness far away. According to YB, Jay was too grown to be pulling social media stunts, calling him out for airing out street business online like a clout chaser. YB straight up said, if Jay really had good intentions, he would have reached out privately instead of dropping some corny video trying to flex. YB knew exactly what it was, a trap. He figured if he reached out, Jay would probably hit him with a bigger price tag than the robbers did. So YB stood his ground and walked away from the whole setup. And YB ain't the only one who's called J Prince out over this check-in hustle. Cameron and Machi went in on him too during their podcast, It Is What It Is. They clowned Jay for still running these shady games at his big age, saying instead of running schemes, he should be mentoring the younger generation and helping them level up. And don't even get us started on those loaded dice games J Prince and his sons allegedly host when rappers pull up in Houston. The street's been talking about how those games might be another piece of the extortion puzzle. Some say you can't win unless you're part of their crew. And yeah, you probably heard the whispers. People still think J Prince might have been connected to what happened to Takeoff. The Migos rapper lost his life during one of those infamous dice game nights. Official reports said it started as a fight, then folks started pulling heat, and one stray bullet tragically hit Takeoff. But now, new footage has allegedly popped up, and it's shaking up the story. Word is, things might not have gone down the way authorities first claimed, and the streets are watching real close. Word on the street is, J Prince was real salty that Takeoff and Quavo didn't check in the way he expected. And allegedly, he told his guys to teach them a lesson. Supposedly, it was meant to be a quick scare, maybe leave Takeoff bruised up and out of commission for a few weeks at most. But things spun out of control, and it ended in tragedy. Takeoff lost his life that night, and here's what's wild. Every time J Prince gets pressed about it, he gets real twitchy, always dodging, always deflecting, never giving a straight answer. But people are talking, and let's be honest, it doesn't help J Prince's case that Takeoff wasn't the only one who lost his life after showing up to one of those cursed dice games. Remember Duke the Jeweler? Yeah. Dude thought he hit the jackpot after walking away with $100,000 in winnings. But what he didn't know, the game was a setup from the jump. Before Duke could even reach his car, he got ambushed. They took everything. And worst of all, they didn't even spare his life. He never made it out. It's chilling. So when you stack it all up, 50 Cent versus J Prince, it's pretty clear who's actually making a positive difference in Houston. 50's building things, creating opportunities, uplifting the youth. J Prince? He's stuck in this shadowy lane with rumors, fear, and bodies trailing his name. They're not even in the same league. Now here's where things get real messy. Allegedly, J Prince has been scheming behind the scenes, trying to shut down 50's empire in H-Town. But before he could fully move on that plan, 50's drama with Big Meech exploded, and that's when Jay reportedly picked a side. He backed Big Meech and even sent a few of his boys to warn 50 to back off. But we all know, 50 Cent don't scare easy. He ain't the type to run off just cause someone sends muscle his way. Instead of folding, he flipped the script. Now he's exposing J Prince's whole alleged extortion game, and word is, 50's on a mission to end Jay's reign once and for all. And you know 50's gonna have fun while doing it. But let's hear from you. Should 50 be watching his back while he's in Houston? Or do you think he's already got the next move locked and loaded to outsmart J Prince again? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And before you go, don't forget to like this video and hit that subscribe button so you never miss the next bombshell we drop on Star Watch.